Scouting? Sister and I?
Hello everyone and welcome back to Reinhardt Zero. And last we left off, Subaru just died and he's trying to prevent everyone from dying. So basically every other ReZero episode. Alright, back to our usual program for the day.
Yeah, Roswell already gave me the go-ahead. Sorry it's so sudden.
After breakfast, I take the chance to talk with Ram and Ram.
This is truly quite abrupt. What has come over you?
Ooh, wow, Ram has such a nice voice.
Thing is, well, this is just something I heard about. While Mealy was talking to the emissary, I was talking up the one who drove the carriage.
But I thought you retired to your room right after returning, since you weren't feeling well.
We had a little chat before then. That's how I heard about the Dusk Bandits lurking on the Leaf House Highway.
Dusk Bandits. The kingdom has been abuzz with many a conversation about them as of late. I heard they are very dangerous. You say they have been spotted around Leaf House Highway?
Man, Ram's voice is so awesome. Like, oh my god. Whoever does the dubbing for ReZero did such a great job matching the voices. Like, it's so nice to hear every time they talk.
It was decided during their talk yesterday that Mealy would be heading to the royal capital, right? Well, I heard the Dusk Bandits are right along the path she'll be taking. I want to get rid of any potential threats along the way. You understand what I'm trying to say, right?
I suppose. Though you do seem unusually prepared for this task.
Well...
The suspicion on Ram's face is understandable. Even I think it's a bit unnatural of me to be so ahead of the game like this. But I have to do this, because that's a Subaru way. Telling them about my return by death ability isn't an option I can even consider. If I do tell them, a hellish penalty awaits me. I have to work my way through this without treading such a fine line if I wanted to somehow change the situation. Subaru, I get it! I can't let Amelia take credit for defeating the Dust Bandits. According to Roswell, those cultists will attack Amelia if they hear even a whisper of her identity. Like, is it really because of the Dust Bandits that, like, Amelia fucking died? Like, but then, like, the reason she defeated I can't talk because I'm so crazy. No, but she defeated the Dust Bandits, right? But then she got popular because of that. So if you get rid of that, she won't be popular for the selection. Like, come on, Subaru. But at the same time, it's not like I can just abandon Otto and his traitor friends. I know the bandits will attack them today. I can't overlook that. That's why. That's why what?
Very well. Sister and I shall take on this task.
You will?
Rem is far too benign toward Barusu.
Man, Ram, you're so cool.
But I am certain Sister will forgive me since she is ever so benevolent.
Ram, you're so sweet.
Oh, Rem, how could you? Well, then you heard her, Barusu. You should thank Rem.
Yeah, I owe you two big time. I also talked to Roswell about having the men of the village help you out too.
Oh, Roswell! Okay, it's not two L's this time. I know these two are strong enough on their own, but the thought of them facing a horde of bandits head-on still worries me. The villagers will add strength in numbers. Though I admit I didn't expect a certain group to agree so easily, so I was surprised when the young men's group said they were willing to help out.
Stare.
What is it?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking of how dumb guys can be sometimes. Ow!
You take that back. Such a comment only applies to a portion of men. Do not include Lord Roswell in such blanket statements.
Oh, that was kind of funny.
You didn't have to hit me over that.
Now then, I must say that I am somewhat concerned about the housework that still needs to be done while Sister and I are away.
Oh, don't worry about that. We're planning on having the women from the village help out around the mansion.
I see. How incredible, Subaru. Rem is very impressed.
In any case, don't worry about things around here. You two are the ones facing a bigger threat.
Oh shit, sorry, I gung-ho. We might not get so lucky having a mysterious duo arrive in the nick of time this time around.
I'm counting on you two. Please come back safe.
I just want to think of like the biggest plot twist. Plot twist, they started, they were the ones who led the Dust Bandits.
If you are so worried, you should simply go in our place. Though I suspect that to be rather pointless, no? You would only add to the body count.
Ram, I'm sorry. I know I keep mentioning it over, but listening to her voice is just so cool.
The worst part is I can't even deny that.
Subaru's voice is really nice too.
I will defeat as many bandits as I can and bring them back for you, Subaru.
Oh, Rem is so cute too. Though listening to him, it has to be like Ram, Subaru, Rem, like in terms of like me enjoying the voice actor performance and diction.
Thanks, but that's not the kind of souvenir I had in mind.
And so, Ram and Ram leave the mansion with the young men's group from the village. To be honest, I'm not sure if this is the right move, but I want to believe it's our best bet.
If it comes down to it, I hope those two at least use the fan club as meat shields and get back safe.
Fan club?
Fan club? You mean Makiji and the others?
Oh wow, Petra!
Yeah. I mean, I'm only joking about the human shield thing. I'm really glad they agreed to help. I'm also thankful for you all helping out around the mansion, Petra. Sorry we sprang this on all of you.
Look at Petra, not dead.
No, it's okay. I'm glad I get the chance to help you, Subaru. That maid is usually always around you, so
The women of Arlem Village, with Petra acting as their representative, arrive at the mansion to help with the housework. I'm really thankful for their backup.
I'd probably be drowning in my own thoughts if I were left alone.
Subaru?
Oh, it's nothing. All right. I'm looking forward to working with you today, Petra. Let's tidy this place down to every nook and cranny they usually don't get to and astound Ram and Ram.
Yeah!
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Exactly, yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah! Oh, this is exciting. If only we could actually do the housework.
Subaru, do you have a minute?
Oh, hello, Amelia.
Mealy? What are you doing here?
Well, with so many people in the mansion today, there isn't really anywhere for me to stay.
No need to be so coy. In fact, we could walk around arm in arm if you want.
No, that's all right.
Oh, are you worried about Ram and Rem?
Yes, very. Aren't you as well, Subaru?
I'd like to say they'll be fine, but I just can't stop thinking about them. Petra shooed me away because I was zoning out and getting in the way. Ram and Rem are counting on me to handle things here, but I'm doing a pretty sloppy job of it.
I do hope nothing happens to them.
Same here.
I replied to Amelia, then look at the view outside the window with her. There won't be nothing out there. I know that, but I have to keep up this facade. All I can do now
Please come back safe, you two.
is hope. Oh, that's nice. Afterward, thanks to Petra and the villagers, we managed to tackle everything that needed to be done around the manor. I may have given Amelia an unnecessary reason to worry, but at the very least, everything's fine for the moment. The only thing left to do is wait for the twins to report back with the good news. At least, I thought that'd be the end of it. Oh my god, don't tell me they're
Nothing to
dead.
report?
No, there was nothing out of the ordinary. Leaf House Highway was quite tranquil. There was no trace of any bandits to be found.
I can hardly believe what Ram and Rem have to say.
As Sister mentioned, the highway is secure. It should be possible to pass through without any threat of the Dusk Bandits or other dangers.
I see. That's good. I'm glad nothing happened, but I'm more relieved that you
Amelia
two returned
mouth.
safely.
Man, it really sucks when the mouth doesn't match the movements and what they're talking. Like, it happens at least, like, 40%. Amelia's happy to have Ram and Rem return safe and sound, but I can't share in their jubilation. Of course I'm happy about the girls coming back unharmed, but
What's going on here?
the traders were attacked on Lifas Highway when the auto came to us for help. That's what I know after returning by death. I know Subaru! Why does Subaru... He just likes saying the same shit all over again. As a fundamental rule, events like this don't change in any major way when I return by death, especially if it's an issue I'm not directly involved in.
So what changed? Are Otto and his friends okay?
Subaru, is something bothering you?
You're sure nothing was out there?
We already told you there was nothing. Do not make me repeat myself.
This may not be what you were expecting, Subaru, but the outcome is the same. It's good to hear that the highway is safe for travel.
Oh, that's... okay, Roswald.
Now Miss Amelia will be able to depart to the royal capital without worry.
Oswald, that's...
The royal selection's postponement is a matter of grave importance. I can't just sit around and twiddle my thumbs. I need to personally go to the royal capital. I must find out why this is happening.
No, wait, Mealy. You just need to find out why it was delayed, right? That wouldn't necessarily require you to go yourself.
I am an integral part of the selection process, which means I have a responsibility to do so.
Not to mention we do not even know for how long it has been postponed. It wouldn't make sense to not head to the royal capital and find out beforehand.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Do you think someone so boorish as to not take action when discussions of the royal selection begin would be fit to be a ruler?
Well...
Judging by Amelia's resolve and Rosewall's attitude, it's clear that I can't influence the way things are going. In that case, the least I can do is...
Alright, then I'm going too. I'll do everything I can to support Mealy.
Without knowing that what will happen when we arrive, this is the best I can offer in return. I mean, yeah, but then I'll go into the discussion of like, oh no, Subaru, we need to focus on your treatment. And Subaru's like, oh no, but I want to be there for you.
Damn
Like,
it! Just what's going on?
oh my gosh, please let's talk to Beatrice. In the end, the rest of the conversation goes just about as I remember. Amelia is to be escorted by the capital by Rem and me. The only reason I'm tagging along is to receive treatment and heal my overtaxed body. We're set to leave a day earlier than last time, but the general flow of events is relatively the same.
So why is it that only the bandits disappeared this time around? I don't get this at all.
Stop muttering and walking circles around Betty. You are so annoying, I suppose.
Hi Beatrice.
Come on, Bayako, don't be like that. I just need some time to mull things over with you.
All you are doing is pacing around and mumbling to yourself.
Man, her audio is a little bit low.
I'd talk about it if I could, but I have my reasons for why I can't. I wish you'd just understand that.
You should consider just how unreasonable your comments are, I suppose.
Again, why is it like Crush in the Japanese? Is it Crush in the Japanese or English version? I don't remember, but like, why is her audio so low? I don't think Beatrice is actually talking that low. Is this something with the game?
How would you react if a notorious group of bandits suddenly changed their plans of attack?
Why would you ask such a ridiculous question? That would obviously mean they were inconvenienced in some manner, I suppose.
Inconvenienced? How so?
Their plan, for example. If it were to be exposed, they would have no choice but to abandon it.
So if their plans got leaked somehow...
Subaru, maybe someone else returns by death. Ooh. What if the bandits dropped what they were going to do because I sent Ram and Ram their way? They may have influenced their intentions. That means we wouldn't have a chance to deal with them in the first place.
I don't get this. Just what the hell is going on?
Cease your fussing. It is a waste of time to dote over such things, I suppose.
Beatrice's outfit? So clutch.
Bayako?
Anyone who debases themselves by becoming a petty thief is susceptible to changing their wills on a whim. There is no point in trying to add logic into that equation, I suppose. You merely acted upon what you thought was best at the time. As a result, that girl's path is now safe to travel upon. You should be satisfied with your accomplishment.
Man, Beatrice, spit out words of wisdom.
Hey, are you actually trying to make me feel better?
What?
Oh, you've finally shown your affectionate side, Bayako. It was hard work getting all the flags to proc, but I knew you had it in you.
Oh, that's so
I
cute.
take that back, I suppose.
Oh, that's funny.
It always ends up like this.
Okay, I'm gonna hold on. Shoot. Is there a way to look at the audio? Okay, because I want to make sure. Voice.
Well.
Okay, yeah, let's just make it the 10. Maybe I just didn't put the audio on 10. Oh man, Subaru is just gonna be like, hey! What? Either way, Beatrice has a point. Mulling it over won't resolve anything, that much is certain. But knowing that the bandits haven't even been dealt with this time around makes me think of everyone in the capital who were delighted and relieved that they were last time.
Man, there's just so much to consider. Think hard, Subaru Natsuki. It's the only weapon you've got.
God, Subaru, you have such a nice voice too. God, everyone's just, in my eardrums, and it's just like, ooh. The next day, my concerns still unresolved. We depart for the royal capital. Like last time, the ride there was a breeze. Thanks to the land dragon's divine protection, we don't experience any delays or bumps in the road along the way. But that's not the only thing that stayed the same.
Subaru, up ahead! Someone is being attacked!
What? What's going on?
Oh no! I peek out of the carriage and see rising smoke and hear some people clamoring off in the distance. But that's all I need to know to figure out what's happening. Oh my gosh, are we gonna go through the minigame again?
Bandits? Amelia, we should...
We should help them. Rem, speed up the carriage.
Yes, Miss Amelia.
Of course.
I think about stopping Amelia, but only for a fleeting moment. I know she isn't the type to just ignore someone being attacked in front of her. Because of that, the ensuing events are already set in stone. We charge onto the scene of the Dust Bandits attack, Amelia and Rem taking charge. Then, minigame? Come on, give me the gameplay!
How are you? You with these...
Oh, wait, help! Oh!
Ooh, shit.
No, this is no time to be distracted. You should take care of these bandits first.
Just like last time, Salam and Puka joined the fight against the Dust Bandits as our reinforcements. With their help, we successfully take down the Dust Bandits and arrest a whole lot of them. Oh man, you're not gonna make me do the minigame? Like,
Thank you for your help. I don't know what we would have done if you didn't show up.
I'm just itching for the gameplay content, ReZero. Come on.
Don't beg us.
You did it because you wanted to, you say? What a cool guy you are. Again with the silent treatment. Hey there, I'm Puka. This strong but silent type is Solemn. You're pretty lucky we happen to be around.
Yeah,
I appreciate your assistance. Oh, and I'm Amelia. The two over there are Rem and Subaru.
Mr. Solemn, Miss Puka, I am grateful for your aid.
Is something wrong, Subaru? Why are you making that face?
Oh, it's nothing. Just thinking to myself. Solemn's pretty strong.
That must be all the jewelry and armor he has on.
Of course he is. He's made a contract with me after all.
Puka puffs off her chest, but Solemn pats her as a way to restrain her. Seeing that makes him feel a bit conflicted.
The date of this attack changed by a day. I guess we can't avoid this meeting
Subaru,
with
why
Solemn
are you
and
just
Puka,
saying all this
but-
shit out loud? Everyone can hear what you're saying! Having returned by death only to arrive in the same situation, there's an uneasy feeling I just can't shake off. Like those traitors who were attacked. Otto and the others from the caravan aren't here. This group is different from the one that we saved last time. I guess that's to be expected, seeing as this attack happened on a different day. Traitors don't just stay in the same spots for days on end, yeah.
Are you two adventurers from around here?
Huh? Adventurers?
Like Konosuba.
We've never heard that to describe us before. We're more what you'd call wanderers.
Like Rurouni
roaming
Kenshin.
around on an aimless journey.
An aimless journey.
Now, about those bandits.
Oh, we won't ask for a reward or anything. We don't want to carry around anything that'll unnecessarily weigh us down.
Like Dororo.
No, please reconsider. It'd be good if people knew of your fighting prowess. You could even give yourself aliases or something and get more popular that way. I mean, with Puka being a cute squirrel and all, why not be known as the Rodent Ronin?
That does sound quite adorable. Who would want to wander around with such a dumb name? No way! Besides, we could say the same to you. If you really want recognition, just claim it for yourselves.
Now that I think about it, if we made friends with them, like, connection earlier and they came to the capital with us, then we would be able to tell Otto, being like, hey, these guys probably can protect you and we wouldn't have to go all the way to the traders at the last day, right?
There are a few reasons we can't exactly do that. Circumstances higher than the highest mountains, deeper than the deepest oceans, prevent us.
Oh, don't trouble them anymore with those weird sayings of yours. Please pay him no mind. We can finish up here on our own.
I wish you safe travels on your journey. Thank you again for your assistance.
My attempt to have Solemn and Puka take all the credit for defeating the Dust Bandits ends in vain, with Amelia and Rem sending them off shortly after.
Farewell.
We'll meet again!
I hope so. I watch as they stay and wave back at us, the failure of my plan setting in. There's only one thing I can do now.
Oh, thank you so much. You're a real lifesaver.
I'd
I'd like to let the others
come
know.
on!
No thanks.
Huh?
You don't have to let anyone else know. It was just one big coincidence. The Dust Bandits were affected by the rain and they
Subaru.
scurried off.
I love
Let's
watching
just
them
go with
trying to
that for now,
backtrack.
all right?
No, you jest. The Dusk Bandits must be held accountable for their countless crimes, and you finally put a stop to them. The kingdom may even reward you handsomely. Yet you throw that all away?
It's fine. Just forget it. If you're really thankful, then keep that feeling in your heart.
Subaru, come on, you gotta give him a big speech being like, yeah. We only just want the honor and knowing that we helped you.
Huh? What?
All right, their lips are sealed. Mealy, Rem, it's time to go.
What's going on here?
Knowing Subaru, I am certain he has a good reason. I shall believe
Rem,
in his intentions.
Yes! Call it Rem Zero, God! With that, I shoo off the traitors hot on our heels. It's almost like we're running away from them as we leave. It's a bit forced, but I have no choice. This is all to save the mansion and the village. Besides, I do feel relieved about it after all. I want to avoid having the witch cult come after us, but I know I wouldn't feel at ease letting the Dust Bandits run loose. It's said that evil deeds do not prosper. In this case, it feels great to help out. Oh, wow, amazing! I do wish we could have made our way back to the capital without incident, though. Subaru, you want so many things.
Awesome!
I can't thank you enough for defeating those Dusk Bandits.
Who the fuck spilled the tea and said we defeated Dust Bandits?
Thank you so much for avenging my husband.
Same lady, but the husband. Oh my gosh.
It really was just happenstance. But I am glad to have given you all some peace of mind.
I watched a flustered Amelia interact with the citizens of the capital, holding my head in my hands as their reactions.
Wow. the hell do they know?
I made sure the traders wouldn't talk about her this time. I specifically asked them to keep quiet.
So how do all these people know about what we did to the Dusk Bandits?
Amelia looks happy, and Rem watches her with a smile, but to be honest, I can only feel the weight of an eerie and more ominous sensation arising. It's the traitor! The traitor's the bad guy! It's like I'm missing something super important here.
I heard the news. Everyone is incredibly happy
It's all
that you
Melty's
defeated
fault.
the Dusk Bandits.
Melty's been following us since the beginning. What if, since we left the capital, Tiga, Sakura, and Melty, they didn't actually leave. They just stalked us and watched our every move, and that's why they told everyone about our shit. Like, never trust new people.
Melty?
Huh? Have we met before?
Oh, crap. Well, you know how it is.
I apologize, but I'm not sure I follow.
It's just an intuition thing.
What? You managed to figure out my name on instinct alone? That's incredible!
Melty has a nice voice, too.
It just came to me in a flash of inspiration is
You
all.
look like a
I'm
Melty.
sure you get that a lot, right?
No, this is my first time. Does my appearance really scream Melty?
Yeah, you look like you're about to melt. Ha! And this tea! Bitch, spill it!
Yeah,
okay, no.
totally. I can't imagine you being named anything else. You're the most melty I know. You should have more confidence in yourself.
I love the backtracking, Subaru.
I don't think I understand you fully, but I get the feeling you think too highly of me. Oh? Do you know her, Subaru? She's quite pretty.
Oh,
Rem knows where it's at. Wait, how do I explain this? I can't just reveal that she's a royal candidate.
Regardless, thank you. I'll be rooting for you.
Yeah, you too.
Yes, awkward.
There she goes.
Everyone's so pretty in this game.
Her manner of running is worrisome. She looks like she'll trip any second.
I'm sure she'll be fine. Though, it looks like Tiga isn't with her.
Subaru, come on! You just had Melty's thing! Tiga's pretty protective of Melty, so I'm surprised he's not walking around by her side.
Although, the royal selection hasn't started yet, so maybe there's no reason to worry so much while it's still bright out.
Subaru?
You're talking about the shit, like... Okay.
It's nothing. Anyway, it seems you're pretty popular now, Mealy.
Subaru just likes to say shit in his head
Yes.
sometimes, huh?
They were all quite excited. The citizens are truly grateful for the Dusk Bandits' defeat.
We really did just happen to be in the area, though. But it is nice to see everyone in good spirits. I'm glad we were passing by.
Yeah.
Seeing Amelia and Rem's reactions makes me think we did the right thing by taking out the Dusk Bandits, but...
Amelia's name will still be out there.
Try my best to not repeat this outcome, but my efforts were useless yet again. What can I do here? I need to think this through more.
Come to think of it, there was someone you wanted to visit, right, Subaru? Would you like to go see them now?
Oh, that's right. I did want to stop by, but...
We don't have any time for that right now, do we? Even though our promise is pretty important.
After this, you're gonna visit the other candidates, right?
Yes, but you can join us later.
Ooh, candidates.
It's fine. Let's do that first. It's a much higher priority right now.
Oh? But...
Let's go! Let's go!
Shut the fuck up,
Let's just get it
I'm
over
trying
with.
to save your life! Come on!
Hey, don't push me! I'm going to trip!
Subaru's determination is quite adorable.
Yes, Rem! Just believe in me! Believe in the Subaru is the Subaruist! Just like that, I managed to nudge a bewildered Amelia all the way to Cruchet's manor.
I have heard many a word of your glorious achievements as of late. It seems you've accomplished a great deal.
Okay, so it's the Japanese voice actor for Crush, because I can hear her just fine.
I think that's a bit overdramatic.
Merits deserve to be recognized in kind. I must express my own admiration for such a deed.
Cruchet greets us, then proceeds. Aww. Yeah, I don't know what happened. The game just kind of like minimized itself on me. More ReZero. Cruchet. I probably read this already. Amelia happily accepts the praise, and I have certainly no reason to turn it down either. But
I just can't bring myself to be as excited.
You seem rather upset by this. Subaru Natsuki, was it?
Excuse me, it's Natsuki Subaru. JK.
Yeah. It's just that all this recognition kinda puts a wrench in our plans. If Amelia becomes too popular before the royal selection begins, the other candidates will definitely be more wary of her.
Like my faction, for example.
Right. Oops.
Oh, Subaru, stop acting so silly all the time. I'm sorry, Cruchet. He really doesn't mean any harm.
Cruchet-san.
Think nothing of it. Subaru Natsuki's thinking is completely reasonable. Once the royal selection begins, we will all be competing against one another. It is necessary for us to look ahead at what is to come. In that sense, I respect your current mindset.
Alright.
It's reassuring to hear.
Cruche is a magnanimous, as always, but to her this is only our first meeting, yet she faces me head-on and listens intently to my words. Maybe she's someone I can have a real discussion with.
So, Cruche, about the request I put in my letter.
Ah, yes. You speak of Subaru Natsuki's condition. Regarding that, Ferris.
Yes, Miss Cruche. Fairy understands as well. Just a glance tells me Subaru's gait is pretty meowsed up.
Meowsed up?
Ferris' rather blunt comment is actually the main reason we're visiting Cruche. They're referring to— I know! The treatment! God! After this meeting, I'll be visiting this manor every day to have— it's hard to deny their offer at this point, that's
Sorry
why.
if this is rude of me to ask, Cruche, but since I'll be under your care for a while, would you mind if I asked you some questions first?
You have queries for me? I certainly do not mind, but what could they be about?
I know this isn't the best way to go about
What
it.
the fuck?
but
Why
I just
would you ask that?
have to know. Can I trust you?
Subaru, what are you saying all of a sudden?
I don't mean to alarm you, but this is really important to me. I mean, I'll be visiting this place a lot more frequently from now on, and I'm on your side, right, Mealy? I'd basically be walking around with a sign on my back that said, "Mug me."
Mug? No, never mind that. That was very rude of you to say.
That's
Miss
fine.
Amelia's right. I think you've got the wrong idea here, Subaru. You're the ones making this request, and we're the ones deciding whether to oblige. That's not exactly the sort of attitude you should have here, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, that just makes sense. Probably would rather ask Roswell that question. Ferris is laying off an intense pressure that barely hides the smoldering rage beneath that playful smile. It almost breaks me, but then—
Ferris, calm yourself.
But, Miss Cruche—
Subaru Natsuki is right to question our agreement. He also fully understands the discourtesy of his inquiry, yet he still finds it necessary to confirm our intentions. This concerns the royal selection, a matter
Yes,
that affects the
Cruche,
entire
yes.
nation. If he regards himself as a member of a concerned party, we shouldn't cast fault his way.
If Mew say so, Miss Cruche. Mew should be thankful she's willing to hear Mew out, Subaru.
I'm definitely grateful for Cruche's fortitude, but you sounded so scary just now.
I'm pretty sure Ferris was serious just now. That's some genuine loyalty. I need to watch what I say around here.
That caught me off guard. But what exactly is it you want out of this exchange, Subaru?
It's like I said earlier. I just want to confirm whether or not I can trust Cruche. Or, more specifically, I'm hoping our camps can be on good terms with each other.
I see. It isn't a matter of you and me specifically, but our factions.
It'd be a good idea to have Mealy and Cruche form an alliance that benefits the preparation for and the outcome of the royal selection. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, yeah.
An alliance. Between Cruche and I?
Not a bad idea, right? We should ally ourselves with whoever we can get on our side. We could say we formed this bond over my injury.
Cruche folds her arms deep in thought. I'm relieved to see she's not outright rejecting my proposal. After my discussion with Rosewald, this is the next step in my plan to stop the witch cult. Having failed in stopping Amelia's name from spreading after defeating the Dust Bandits, I can't just while away. Having failed to stop Amelia's name from spreading after defeating the Dust Bandits, I can't just while away feeling sorry for myself. While away? What the hell does that mean? Okay. I have to assume that the attack will still happen and act accordingly. For that to happen, I'll need allies at my side. Luckily enough, I know I can count on Cruche and her camp based on my previous dealings with her. She's one of, if not the most capable and trustworthy person I know in the royal capital. She's the one I've had the most interactions with after all. That's why.
It is an interesting proposition, Subaru Natsuki. However, I would like to ask you a question in return.
What is it?
Your request just now. Was it spoken from your heart, in your own words?
Huh? Yes?
I don't get why she's asking me that. Does she suspect someone is making me say this on her behalf? Thankfully, though, my reply still seems to relax Cruche's sharp stare a bit.
Very well. I thought you might have been influenced by the Margrave to make such an offer, but that doesn't appear to be the case. I can see that you truly do care for Amelia and her best interests.
Yes!
What? It's not that obvious, is it?
Oh, you mean how you worry about me? I already know you do. Do you really think I'd be so feather-brained?
That's not a word you hear much these days.
All right. Get it together, Mewtwo. So, what will Mew do, Miss Cruchet? To be honest, I don't see a point in us forming an alliance with anybody.
Right. I'd like to hold off on making such a decision for now. It isn't such a trivial topic that we need only make verbal confirmations without considerate thought.
Yeah, guess you're right.
Everyone is so pale.
However, should this be an official proposal from Amelia rather than a personal request made by Subaru Natsuki, then I intend to consider it more seriously.
Really? That'd be great! Thank you so much! We did it, Mealy! We've got a pretty powerful ally on our side now! Huh? What's up, Mealy? Why the cute face?
Don't tease me. I'm incredibly upset right now. I'm in a big whirl with you making all these decisions without my input.
Man, you really don't hear that phrase much these days. I mean, I'm sorry, but does that mean you're against it?
Don't look at me like I threw you out on the street. You're making me look like the bad guy here. But no, I'm not against it. I know you've put a lot of thought into this. And Cruchet does seem to be in favor of the proposition. I know the order of our meeting has gotten a bit mixed up, Cruchet. But I'd also like to ask you to form an alliance with us.
Yes, Amelia, yes!
The royal selection has been postponed. But once it begins, and even leading up to it, I'd like for us to be on good terms.
Yes, I would like that as well. One of us could very well take the throne, or perhaps another will. No matter what tomorrow brings, I will always remember this moment of accord between us.
Right here, right now, Cruchet. Amelia firmly takes Cruchet's outstretched hand in her own. I find myself relieved seeing them exchange a handshake. I hope this manages to change something along the way, like a counter-strike against fate. I hope so too, because we didn't decide that at all. So while it's not necessarily an alliance, we succeeded in forming a friendly relationship with Cruchet. I mean, yeah, I would have loved to just make the decision.
I must say, I am quite surprised. I did not expect you to have planned so far ahead, Subaru.
Sorry for not letting you guys in on it first. I was actually pretty scared not being fully prepared for it.
If I ended up insulting them, the worst case would be me getting kicked out of the mansion. I wouldn't want to drag these two down with me. That's why I didn't want to bring it up beforehand. Although, thinking about it now, it was a pretty big gamble on my part.
All's well that ends well, at least. We managed to make it through. For now.
Yes, Miss Amelia seemed to be in good spirits. And I'm certain Lord Roswell will be satisfied with this outcome as well.
Huh? Roz too? Did he want us to do something else?
Oh, I apologize. Please disregard my musings. That is an issue I alone must handle.
Well, whatever's going on, just let me know if you need anything from me, alright? I'll help however I can.
That is what I was going to say to you, Subaru.
My bad. By the way, Rem, there's something I wanted to ask.
You are referring to my synesthesia, no?
Rem slowly nods as she confirms my suspicion. Synesthesia is a special bond that two people share, and Rem and Ram possess this ability. Her intuition from this shared sense is what alerted Rem to what was happening at the mansion last time. Now that I know about it, I make a request of Rem.
If you sense anything from Ram, let me know right away, okay? I hope nothing happens, but...
Yes, of course. But I must ask in return. Are you expecting something to happen?
Yes, Rem.
Well...
Hesitate for a second. I don't know if I should be so straightforward and tell her about the looming danger of the witch cult. Well, I think Rem will believe me. If I convey the severity of the threat properly, there's still one thing I'm worried about. I put a hand on my chest and feeling my heartbeat. A steady rhythm pumps life throughout my body. The sheer terror of that sensation gripping my heart pierces through me. Oh, well, that makes sense. Like, I wonder what that feels like. Subaru just, like, getting his heart fucking pierced. I can't tell anyone about my return by death ability. It's a strict rule that came with my power. If I break it, a dreadful, agonizing punishment awaits me.
Yoo-hoo! Are you free right meow, Subaru? Miss Cruchet is busy right meow, so I thought I'd deal with our agreement before it gets too late. Master Felix. Oh, come now, Rem. Don't be rude. I told Mew to call me Ferris. I apologize, but I do hesitate in using nicknames for formal greetings. Wow, so stubborn. Well, I won't force Mew.
Sorry. She may not look it, but Rem is pretty bullish. You're better off letting this one slide. Anyway, what's this agreement you're talking about?
Don't play dumb. It's the whole reason Mew all came here today. I'm talking about your treatment, Subaru.
That's right.
It hasn't really sunk in for me yet, but apparently my body's in pretty rough shape after I used some magic. Ferris is the healer who's supposed to help me in my recovery. But the healing process isn't pleasant. Healing my gait, the organ needed for magic, is a process that feels like my innards are being turned into a smoothie. I'd like to avoid that whenever possible. Well, Subaru, come on!
Master Felix truly is a skilled healer. Despite boasting such egregious mannerism, I'm very worried about you. So please endure the treatment a little longer.
Yep. I don't think I agree with how she put it, but Rem's got the right attitude.
But...
Besides, your treatment is a testimony to the amicable relations between Miss Cruchet and Miss Amelia, isn't it? If Mew turned me down... Well, I think Mew understands where I'm going with this, right?
I can't deny that. Alright then, fine! I, Subaru Natsuki, won't go back on my word! Bring it on!
Great, Subaru. Rem is quite impressed.
Yeah, how manly of Mew and all that. Let's get started then.
Oh, yeah.
Just relax your body, Meow.
This feeling... I'm gonna barf! I give up! Uncle! Please stop, Ferris!
The day slowly wears on, a feeling of accomplishment from things going relatively smoothly washing over the pain I previously experienced. Ugh, indeed. Okay, well this is fun though. I hope we get to make more decisions, but I do like how Subaru is taking things. So much happened before we got to the royal capital, and so much more has happened since we've arrived. The next day I head to the shopping district with a distinct goal in mind. I need to visit the shopkeeper at the Appa stall. Just like last time, the meeting about why the royal selection was delayed is being held at the royal castle, but there's someone I've been meaning to meet up with first. Since we were delayed a day getting to the royal capital, I still haven't been able to see him. There's something I need to do before the meeting to check the- you keep Subaru! I know we need to meet with the shopkeeper. You don't need to say this like 4 times. There's something I need to do before the meeting to keep the fake candidate from going around unchecked. There's also a promise. I know, Subaru! Like,
Even
Jesus.
though he won't remember.
Jesus, Subaru! What? I can't tell if this is just how Subaru talks, or is this like whoever just wrote this decided like, hey, don't forget this. This happened. And I'm like, dude, I've been playing this game for like the past 3 hours, not 3 hours, the past like days or so, but okay, my gripes are done. Still, my mind wanders back to Cruchet, someone we managed to form good relations with just yesterday. Maybe I can visit her before I see the shopkeeper. Oh wow, look at us in our Natsuki Subaru outfit.
Security is tight because of the important personnel staying in the royal
It
capital.
looks like we're kissing.
Looks like I won't get to take a break for a while.
Excuse me, sir. I'm Natsuki Subaru. Can you tell me some information, huh?
Sir Wilhelm should be doing his morning training at the Karsten Mansion right about now. Training at the crack of dawn, always striving to improve. He's a true swordsman in every sense.
Alright, Mr. Willem fan. Where am I supposed to be going? Wait, no, let me think. Oh, come on. I'm gonna go straight to the shopkeeper's stall, but I have a little time to visit Cruchet first. Alright, let's go visit Cruchet. I helped improve my relations with Cruchet's camp yesterday. This might be why I found myself going out now and heading toward Appa stall in the shopping district. But out of the corner of my eye, I spot Willem. I haven't been able to properly greet him this time around. I can't just visit the stall after saying hello to him. Hello! What if he just like cuts me up? No, I can't go in front of him? Okay.
Ha! Ha! Humph!
He swings his sword with precise, deliberate movements. He also commands a powerful presence. His incredible skill is obvious to even me, someone who's only practiced with the sword a little bit. And I find myself staring at Willem's practice swings.
Ah. My apologies. Did your appointment with Ferris change to an earlier time?
Oh, no. I just happened to be passing by.
Subaru.
I may postpone it to prioritize meeting with Cruchet, but I would never schedule it earlier.
The royal selection candidates are gathering at the royal castle, I presume?
Yeah. Oh, Cruchet must have gotten summoned too, huh?
Yes. A messenger arrived last night. I heard their meeting is to explain why the royal selection has been postponed.
That's right, they'll all find out about the 6th candidate right there. But only only select few higher-ups and the imposter would know about that, so I can't let anything slip here. Please, Subaru, please don't.
My apologies. I have yet to introduce myself.
Oh, that's right.
I am Wilhelm Trias. I serve Duchess Cruchet Karsten.
Oh, Cruchet Karsten?
I'm Subaru Natsuki. I'm a servant who works for that shady Roswell, though Roswell's just a bonus. I mainly serve melee.
Margrave Mathis is a bonus? That's quite the comment.
Roswell isn't really all that important. If it weren't for melee, I wouldn't give him the time. No, that's a bit much. Please just keep that between us. I do work for him after all.
Very well. I shall not speak of this to
Fucking
anyone.
Subaru talking shit.
Oh, and sorry, by the way. I didn't mean to interrupt your training.
Pay it no mind. I was just about finished.
Then, if it isn't too much trouble, could I have a minute of your time?
Of course. But I do question whether what I have to say is of any interest to you.
I mean, we're nice people. Wilhelm is so skilled with the sword that even the Rem respects his abilities. I want to make sure we're on good terms so we're prepared when the enemy strikes again. Oh, okay, makes sense, Subaru.
I'm sure that at your skill level, you can take on any number of opponents with ease.
I would not say so. I try my best to battle one-on-one whenever possible. If I could, I'd like to have 1 or 2 allies at my side when dealing with an opponent. In fact, a 4 or 5 against 1 in which the opponent yields before we battle would be the most ideal. Though I am certain there will be times when I am outnumbered with no choice but to fight. However, such situations will only arise due to a failure in strategizing properly on my part.
I get it.
To keep the loss of life at a minimum and guarantee victory, I strive to use numbers to my advantage at all times.
Huh. I didn't expect that. I just pictured you cutting down enemies left and right all by yourself.
Perhaps I've grown old.
Oh, but thanks. You just confirmed what I was thinking is right.
Oh?
I want to ask you something. If our alliance with Cruce goes through, you'd help us out, wouldn't you? Am I correct in assuming you'd lend us a hand, should anything ever happen to us?
I did indeed hear from my master that our camps are considering an alliance. I will, of course, give my utmost effort to provide what little assistance I can, should our alliance ever become established.
That's so interesting though. So if they weren't actually in an alliance, would they just be like, nah, we don't like you, so we're not gonna help you, just go perish?
Little?
Like,
You're way too humble. I'm counting on you, Wilhelm. You're like a whole army on your own. I guess we'll have to make sure our alliance comes to fruition.
Subaru talks in like what ifs. He's like, well, if this happens, then I'm counting on you if that happens. Like, come on. Can I go? I can't go inside Cruce Manor? Okay. Wilhelm. Oh no? I don't have time to waste. I got to hurry to the Apple Stall. No. Wilhelm's busy with his training. I shouldn't bug him anymore. I should hurry to the Apple Stall. He's not training though. He's staring right at me. Alright, whatever. Look at me, Natsuki Subaru. We don't have much time till they come pick us up for the meeting. I should hurry and talk to the shop. I know. Thank you, Subaru. I should hurry, but no.
Sorry, bud.
Oh no. Oh, man.
Did I get here too early?
No, I don't want to think.
Hey, it's been a while. How have you been?
Welcome! Wait, who the heck are you?
Well, I guess you did forget before, too. Still doesn't make it any less sad.
Look, kid, I don't know what you're so down about, but is there something you need from me? If not, then I need to get back to work.
Now, hang on. There is something I need. I'm here to fulfill the promise we made and apologize for not coming here yesterday.
Even so, I reunite with the person I've been putting off seeing. Even though he doesn't remember anything that happened, I'm happy to see him and finish shopping. I buy a full bag of appas as promised. I read that wrong. I buy a bag full of appas as promised, and the shopkeeper is all smiles as he handed me the goods. One of my tasks in the royal capital is now complete. The reason for my visit isn't just to shop.
Thanks for your business. You're officially a regular of mine, having bought so much. I appreciate it.
You know, now that I think about it, I guess it's kind of weird if Kadomon, dude, that sounds like a Digimon name. If Kadomon technically hasn't met Subaru, this dude is just coming up to him and being like, hey, you forgot the promise, and he's just like, what the fuck?
No, a promise is a promise. By the way, would you mind doing a favor for me?
Huh? A favor?
I want you to relay a message. Tell Old Man Rom.
Uh-huh.
The shopkeeper's expression changes as I tell him his message. His new look actually kind of fits his scarred face. It's honestly so intense it's kind of freaking me out.
Jeez, don't scare me so much. I just want you to tell Old Man Rom what he wants to know. Tell him that Reinhardt has what he's looking for.
Reinhardt? You mean the Sword Saint?
Reinhardt!
Yep, that's the one. Old Man Rom should know what I mean by that.
I hear you, I guess. You are a regular after all. A merchant's gotta take care of his customers.
Oh, that's nice.
Thanks. I'll be back again soon.
Can there be an anime just about someone just being a merchant and selling shit? That's what I want to see. List every anime that I haven't seen, I swear to God.
Whew. Finally passed my message along.
It's a day late, but I'm able to pass along the message I wanted to yesterday. As long as Old Man Rom gets it, things should move along exactly like last time.
I just don't know if this delay will affect anything.
Yo no say, Subaru.
I'd like to control the situation as much as possible, so everything ends up the same.
Yes, Subaru, I know your intentions. Thank you for making it clear
Subaru,
to me.
Did you do what you needed without issue?
Yeah, everything's fine. Here, I got you a little souvenir.
There are so many appas. Very well. Please allow Rem to handle them.
But now we're not in the timeline anymore where we gave Rem a flower. Come on.
Sounds good. Make them nice and tasty, alright?
Yes. And afterward...
Yeah, I know. The meeting about the royal selection's delay, right?
You already know about that?
Don't underestimate my ears. They hear everything. I'll be tagging along, just so you know.
I expected you to say that.
No matter what you say, Mealy.
All right. Let's go together then.
I'm definitely going to... Wait, what? You weren't gonna stop me?
Why are you so surprised, silly? Do you remember what happened yesterday? You helped us improve our relations with Crochet. I know now that you're taking the royal selection seriously. So I'd like you to come with us.
Oh, Amelia! My homegirl!
My feelings have finally reached Mealy. Pinch my cheek, Rem.
As you wish.
Oh, but don't do it too... Wait! Ow, ow, ow!
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah, but it felt like you were gonna tear my cheek off. But that means I'm not dreaming. This is great! Royal Castle, here we come! Let's go!
Subaru, don't get so worked up. Rem, take care of him for me, okay?
Yes, he will be in good hands. I will take care of Subaru with everything I have.
You said that like you're really planning on going all out. You're scaring me here.
And so, after we discuss our plans, we head toward the royal castle just like last time to attend the meeting discussing the royal selection's postponement. There.
Fine then. I'll join this stupid ceremony. You just want me to try to become the next ruler.
Felt Bully makes her claim with Old Man Rom chained up behind. What? But doesn't he know where to find Reinhardt?
Things are going as planned for now.
I'm a bit nervous for a second there, but I sigh in relief seeing Felt so determined to participate in the royal selection. The purpose of my delayed message to Old Man Rom was to get Felt to make that decision. In reality, however, she wasn't interested in doing it in the first place. She would have pulled out of the race if no one intervened. I couldn't let that happen. The royal selection is only delayed because of 6 candidates for the throne. If Felt dropped out, then the royal selection would commence as usual. It starting isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I'm not quite mentally prepared for it myself. But that's not- oh, I read that wrong, but that's not the most pressing issue. There's an imposter among the 6 candidates. I don't want that process to start up again before I find out who that is. We still don't know who the fake candidate is, but one thing's for sure, they're up to no good. They're trying to usurp the throne after all. There's still so much I need to do. The most important thing right now is to take down the people who are after Amelia. On top of that, I need to figure out who's trying to take over the kingdom. I was just recently running around trying to save Arlem Village and the manor, but the difficulty just spiked like crazy now. See, the question is, are the witch cultists working for the imposter, or is that just like a separate party? You know, despite the conflict that lies before me, the meeting proceeds like last time. Everything that follows is also the same too. But there's one thing that's different. When everyone stares it down at Amelia, someone else chimes in to defend her. The last time it was Melty and Tiga, but now... Who is it? Is it right?
The idea of having a half-devil on the throne is asinine, and the one who sponsors you isn't even present. With such a critical matter affecting the kingdom, I question if he truly takes this seriously.
Well...
You go too far, Lord Zelgef. How can Amelia refute her appearance and background?
Duchess Karsten, you would defend your own political opponent?
We may be competing against each other, but that is no reason to despise one another. I will never hesitate in speaking my mind to rebuff such irrational criticism.
Wait, so last time she just didn't give a fuck? Like, okay.
At the very least, I rebuke your concern of Amelia's outward appearance without understanding the person she is at her core. Would you not agree, Lord Zelgef?
It would appear Lord Bordeaux has crossed a line.
Yes, Crochet!
No, it's quite all right. The whole reason I want to become the next ruler is to do away with such a mindset.
Very good.
Yes. Again, I find it so difficult that, like, is the imposter actually evil? Maybe the imposter is, like, not a bad person, because it makes me think that one of the 6 people mentioned have to be bad people, but they're all, like, really nice, though. And so the meeting ends. But the events play out just the same last time as Melty chimes in saying that it'd be a shame to end it on such a note and proposes their get-together. Yada yada yada.
And that's that. Looks like the same people have gathered here too.
It's a nice get-together, but the contrast between everyone present is stark. So many people are surrounding Melty like before. Priscilla and Anastasia have already left, and there's Amelia, a flower left in the corner.
Things are a bit different from last time. The discussion they had yesterday must have gone really well, seeing as Crucier is hanging out with Amelia this time around.
Oh my god. Subaru is just narrating all this shit to himself. Like, I know we're a player, like, playing a Subaru. I almost think, is Subaru just saying this just for us, you know? Because I feel like he wouldn't actually say so much of this shit if he is in the world, but maybe he is. Maybe, I don't even know who Subaru is, but it just seems like he's just saying so much exposition just randomly out of the blue. I was glad to see Crucier defend Amelia like that in the meeting. It seems like she's taking her relations with Amelia more seriously than I thought.
Now, where's...
I look around for Reinhardt.
I'd like to talk to him too, if possible. Whenever the bad guys make their move, I want to have as many reliable allies on our side as I can get.
Yes, take us to Sword State.
I can't get any more reliable than Reinhardt. I need to talk to him at all costs.
Hey, are you looking for someone?
Not you, Tiga.
Voice. Tiga?
Yes, that's my name, but did I already introduce myself? We were in such a rush. I don't recall telling you my name when we met last.
You just look like a Tiga.
Oh, that's right. I know it because, well, you know.
What?
Call it a hunch.
You figured out my name on a hunch? Isn't that kind of amazing? Though, now that I think about it, Mel did mention that Miss Amelia's attendant can guess people's names on intuition alone.
Oh, it's not all that impressive.
Fucking
Anyone can do it.
There's no way that's true. This is the first time I've ever heard of such a thing.
I mean, you just have a face that screams Tiga, you know?
Do I really? What sort of face do I have?
Just look in the mirror.
Look in the mirror, you
I need to
face.
take care of something while you do that.
What are you two yapping on about? It sounds fun. I hope you don't mind me joining in.
Oh, good timing.
Now that I think about it, everyone in the Melty group has, like, purple in common.
Subaru was just telling me about this amazing skill of his. Why don't you give it a try on her?
Well, like I said, I'm kind of in a hurry.
Come on, don't be like that. What about my friend here? Can you figure out her name too?
Oh, this sounds like an exciting game.
Sorry to ruin the fun, but your name is Sakura, right?
Wow.
Sugoi! I love this.
Amazing. You're spot on. Did you overhear us talking somewhere, or...?
Talking about what? Your conversations are highly secretive, involving private affairs of the kingdom, right? There's no way I'd know about... Oh...
Exactly. You shouldn't know about any of that. Yet somehow you do. We can't just let that go. I am Mel's knight, after all. Well, for now anyway. Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, care to explain? Depending on what you say, I will respond accordingly.
I see the serious look in Tiga's eyes and gulp hard. Sakura's right next to him, a calm smile on her face. Her nonchalant demeanor is actually pretty terrifying. This is supposed to be a friendly get-together, but a cold sweat pours out on me. I take a deep breath.
Alright, you got me. I'll be honest. I've been looking into you guys.
Coming clean, are we?
So, you've been investigating us. Why is that?
Tiga and Sakura latch onto my statement. Of course, this is all a bluff. I haven't really been looking into all of them at all. I just slipped up revealing that I already know their names. I know you fucked up, Subaru! But now I'm in this situation, I'm gonna use it to my advantage. I can trust them and Melty. There's no point in butting heads. We need to work together.
Keep this between us, okay? But this is about Amelia's background. It came up during the discussion earlier, so I know you're aware that she's a half-elf.
Of course. Though, her being a half-elf isn't the only issue. What with her silver hair and purple eyes.
Y'all are like literally wearing purple for purple, man.
I know. You're talking about the Witch of Envy, right?
Subaru, you shouldn't say that name out loud so carelessly. No one will react well to hearing it. Not to mention, we're in the royal capital. Neither of us want such big wigs to send any threatening glares our way, do we?
Right, sorry. Anyway, Amelia can't avoid the suspicion placed on her once everyone knows she's involved in the royal selection. She'll be known throughout the kingdom, so there are sure to be people who will react to her candidacy.
Meaning?
Oh, I see. I think I'm starting to understand what's on your mind, Subaru. You care deeply for Miss Amelia, so you want to protect her. Is that it?
Sakura speaks in a relaxed and carefree tone, but she's dead on with my intentions. But that's exactly what I want her to think!
Yeah. I don't want to say it's a good thing, but with the royal selection having been delayed, it'll buy me some time. Or at least it should have. We still ended up defeating those bandits. They're such an infamous group.
What are you talking about, Subaru?
If I'm being honest,
I don't even know what he's talking
that put a
about.
wrench in
What
my
is his
plans.
plan?
I heard about that. The Dusk Bandits, right? Their treachery is pretty well known around here. She won't be able to avoid public scrutiny after that. That may just end up ruining her in the end.
The witch cult.
That's right. It's only a matter of time before Amelia runs into them. So, before that happens, I've been looking for some allies I can rely on. And the other royal candidates have caught my attention.
And that's why you've been looking into Sakura and me. No, I suppose Mel is the one you're after. My, that's awfully sly of you.
Why'd you make it sound so underhanded?
So, how do we seem according to your awful, yet clever sensibilities?
I'd say you guys pass with flying colors. Melty's a nice girl, Tiga's a good friend, and your chest is rather big.
My, you're a forward one.
Since when did we become such good friends? Did I not realize we fought back-to-back on a battlefield or something?
It happened in a different world line. Well, I'm only joking, but...
With that, I face the two of them and bow my head.
I know it's brazen of me to ask, but like I said, Amelia's in a bit of a pickle. So if something ever happens...
You want us to help you?
Yeah. And I'm sorry for snooping on you guys. If you want me to apologize by licking or eating your shoes or something, I'll do whatever.
Can't say I'd like that. What do you think, Sakura?
I think we can lend him a hand. I can tell how determined he is based on our conversation just now. Besides, what do you think Melty would say if we told her?
Knowing her, she wouldn't hesitate to help out. Our princess is just that sympathetic, after all.
Then?
I can't say anything definitive right now, but I'll relay your request to Mel, and depending on her response, well, she'll probably react just as you imagine.
Get all the allies.
Great! Thanks, buddy! I owe you one!
I think you owe more than that. You're a pretty smooth talker.
He is your good friend, you know.
Okay, Tiga looks exasperated by all this, but something good did come out of it. I may have seemed suspicious because I returned by death, but I managed to cover it up well.
Now I just need to talk to Reinhardt. Huh? Where is he?
I look around, but his strikingly red hair is nowhere to be seen.
What's wrong, Subaru? Are you looking for something?
We're looking for other best boy Reinhardt.
Oh, hey, Mealy. How's the get-together going for you?
It's alright. Crochet has been kind to me, and Melty is such a nice girl.
I see. So you're getting to know the other candidates, huh? That's good to hear. Now that I think about it, have you seen Reinhardt anywhere? I want to talk to him about something.
Reinhardt? I saw him leaving earlier. He was talking to the captain of the Knights of the Royal Guard, so maybe something came up?
What? Are you serious? Damn, I should have been paying more attention. Can I catch up to him? Hold on, Reinhardt!
Oh, Subaru, wait! He never listens.
Miss Amelia, I just saw Subaru run off in a hurry.
Sorry, ladies, we gotta go find our boy Reinhardt.
Yes, he said he needed to talk to Reinhardt, so he just took off.
Sir Reinhardt, you say? But if that's the case...
What?
Yes, I was thinking the same.
What?
He won't catch up.
Aww.